Imagine this. It's payday, the day you've been waiting for. Your bank account looks better than it has all month. You're finally feeling on top of the world. But here's the twist. By next week, that money is gone, and you are back to juggling bills and counting down to the next paycheck. Well, you know the drill. Fact is, you are not alone. This happens to even the best of us. We start with the best intentions, but somehow the bills, the little splurges, and the expenses just eat away at your paycheck. But here's the good news. We're going to fix it. In this video, we are going to show you a simple way to unstuck yourself from this vicious cycle. First, before you can fix anything, you need to know where you stand. Let's call it finding your financial baseline. Think of it like plotting your location on a map. If you don't know where you are starting from, how can you plan your route? But to be honest, this step can be a little uncomfortable. It's a reality check, and sometimes the truth isn't pretty. Here is what you do. First, look back. Grab your last 60 to 90 days of bank statements. Write down every single expense, I mean everything. Yes, even those sneaky $7 coffees and late-night DoorDash orders. Or if it feels too tedious, use a budgeting app to make it easier. This is where you start. Second, split it up. Break your spending into two groups. A, the essentials, stuffs you can't live without, like groceries, utilities, transportation. B, the non-essentials, eating out, Netflix, Hulu, shopping, hobbies, you know, the fun stuffs. Third, ask the hard questions. Once you have got it all laid out, take a closer look. Ask yourself, where is my money going to? Am I saving anything? Where can I cut back? Finally, use a guide to set up how to spend your money going forward. The 50-30-20 rule is always a great starting point. It says you should spend 50% of your income on essentials, 30% on non-essentials, and 20% on savings or debt repayment. But let's be real, life doesn't always fit neatly into a formula. Did you know that a 2024 report shows that most households spend 83% of their income on just essentials? That does not leave much wiggle room, does it? When you track your spending, you might realize there's more room to adjust than you thought. Yes, it's uncomfortable, but trust me, it's empowering to take control. Now that you know your financial baseline, let's talk about your safety net, your emergency fund. Yeah, I know it's not glamorous, but shit happens. Cars break down. Your phone takes a dive into the sink. A surprise medical bill shows up. You name it. Without an emergency fund, even a small hiccup can turn into a full-blown financial crisis. Here's the reality. A recent survey found that 57% of Americans are uncomfortable with their emergency savings, and 22% have none at all. Scary, right? But it doesn't have to be that way. So here's what you're going to do. First, set your goal. Aim for 3 to 6 months of essential expenses. For example, if your essentials cost $2,000 a month, your target should be $6,000 to $12,000. Second, pick the right account. Open a high-yield savings account. Some accounts offer interest rates of up to 5%. That's free money for doing nothing. Third, start small. You don't have to save it all at once. Even $50 or $100 a month makes a difference. Let's say you started with $200 a month. You can accumulate up to $10,000 in your savings accounts in a little over 4 years. Finally, protect it. Treat this money like it's locked in a vault. Emergencies only. No splurges allowed. Think of your emergency fund like an umbrella. You hope you don't need it, but when it rains, you'll be so glad you have it. Now, let's deal with the elephant in the room, debt. It's heavy, it's stressful, and it feels like it'll never go away. But guess what? You can get rid of it, and we're going to help you do it. The average US household owes over $100,000, including mortgages, credit cards, and loans. But debt doesn't have to control your life. You can take control, and here's how. 1. Get real about it. Write down every debt you owe. the total balance, the interest rate, and the minimum payment. It might feel overwhelming, but knowing the numbers is half the battle. 2. Choose your plan. The two most popular ways of paying off debt are the snowball and avalanche methods. With the snowball method, you pay off the smallest debts first for quick wins. It's motivating. With the avalanche method, you tackle the highest interest debts first to save money in the long run. 3. Break the cycle. Stop adding to your debt. Put the credit cards away unless you can pay them off in full each month. 4. Ask for help. Did you know you can call your credit card company and request a lower interest rate? You'd be surprised how often they say yes. Paying off debt isn't just about saving money on interest. It's about reclaiming your financial freedom. Imagine the relief when that weight is finally lifted. Now that you've got savings and your debt under control, it's time to think about growing your money. Investing might sound intimidating, but I promise it's not as scary as it seems. It's one of the best ways to grow your wealth and achieve financial freedom. Think of it like planting a tree. The sooner you plant it, the sooner it grows, and the longer it has to bear fruit. Here's where to start. 1. Use employer benefits. If your job offers a 401k with a match, take it. That's free money. Don't leave it on the table. If your employer matches 5% and you earn $50,000, that's $2,500 of free money every year. 2. Open a Roth IRA. Once your 401k is maxed out, open a Roth IRA. The tax-free growth is a huge advantage. 3. Stick to index funds. Once you've maxed out your retirement accounts, explore index funds. These are low-cost, reliable, and great for long-term growth. You don't need to be a stock-picking genius. A very popular index fund is the S&P 500. The average annual return of the S&P 500 over the last 10 years is between 11% and 13%. Here's a fun fact. If you invest $5,000 in an S&P 500 index fund 10 years ago, it would be worth $14,000 to $16,000 US. That is the magic of compound interest. A quote often attributed to Albert Einstein goes like this: "Compound interest is the eighth wonder of the world. He who understands it earns it. He who doesn't pays it." But be careful. Historical returns does not guarantee future returns, and you can lose your capital. Finally, let's talk about automation. Managing money manually is exhausting, and let's be honest, most of us forget to do it consistently. Automation fixes that. Here is how you do it. 1. Set up autopay. Automate your bill payments to avoid late fees and protect your credit score. 2. Automate savings. Schedule regular transfers to your emergency fund or investment accounts. Pay yourself first. 3. Streamline subscriptions. Use one credit card for all subscriptions so you can track them easily. 4. Simplify bills. Align your bill due dates to 1 or 2 days a month for better cash flow management. Automation doesn't mean you're hands off. Check in occasionally to make sure everything's running smoothly. The goal is to work smarter, not harder. Studies show that people who automate their savings are significantly more likely to hit their financial goals. Picture this. Your bills are paid, your savings are growing, and you're not stressing over every dollar. Automation makes it happen. And there you have it, your ultimate payday routine. By finding your financial baseline, building an emergency fund, paying off debt, investing, and automating your finances, you're not just managing money, you're taking charge of it. This journey won't happen overnight, but every step you take gets you closer to financial freedom. So start today. Take control. And remember, you're not just surviving between paychecks. You're building the future you deserve. If you found this helpful, hit that like button and subscribe. Share it with someone who needs these tips. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.